All right, let me put camera 3. So, back like I never left. Gotta realign myself. Get this. Back like I never left. Never thought I would ever get to this amount of episodes. And it hasn't been an easy journey. And on the back end of celebrating 5 years of Erryting Kool, we finally made it to 100 episodes. I remember back in early 2018 when it was just a dream to have a podcast. It was a dream to start a podcast network. I remember I wanted to start it around the same time as the Jungle trademark, but shout out to Buford, my best friend. It was like, yo, we doing too much too fast. So he was like, yo, just chill back, fall back a little bit. And then that subsequent, like when we started planning to go on my little 2 trips a year adventures in 2019, we started the Original People Network. And coming out with a bang, me, Buford, Kool-Aid, we created Erryting Kool. And Erryting Kool, the premise of Erryting Kool was we was at the time all in our late 20s, so we was like, we old enough to know better, but young enough to still get it wrong. And obviously since then, the show has morphed into what you see today. And to say the least, I just don't even know how we even got there. 100 episodes, 5 years, 100 episodes. And they've been in 100 impactful episodes too. Some of which I still think about, some of which, cause some friction here and there. We had a lot of amazing guests on who got to tell their life stories. And yeah. So this is the 100 episode special. And I would like to take a trip down memory lane from year 1 to year 5. Let's start with year 1. When we was getting it, we were still getting it wrong up until even we move, to even when we moved to this space. Certain things were still getting wrong, but, it is what it is. But episode 1, I remember clean as day. We were doing the Jungle trademark photo shoot. That's probably our last photo shoot we done. We haven't done one in 5 years. My God, how fast time goes. But it was at Jungle in the World, and it's me, Kool-Aid, and Buford. And we just was trying to figure it out. I know what sound good. I listen to the podcast. I think this is a great idea. Episode 2, we was at actually a fete. But mind you, this stuff we didn't have a theme song yet, and we didn't have video yet. It was just strictly audio. Video didn't come on stream until I think episode 5. Because 3 was at Tanae's house. Either 3 was at Tanae's house or 3 was at my cousin's house. One of the two. And by the time we had 5 was in, I forget what the coffee place name. But shout out to Aubrey. Aubrey made episode 5 happen. And then after that, we just started banging them out. We, going to Atlanta and having, no, I lie. Probably episode 6 was when we had video, because episode 5, we was actually in Atlanta. And having with the Atlanta Jungle not Jungle Carnival, the Atlanta Jungle group. But since then, year one was really about just trying to find a place to record, trying to find a place to conduct interviews, and it was fun trying to figure that out. Yeah, trying to find a guest, trying to build a platform. You know, it was worth the ride. Before I really get down memory lane, let's take a minute to just reflect and look at some of the highlights from year one.
That's what I gotta say, because I'm about to go on an epic rant.
The best podcast in the Bahamas, yeah.
You know,
The best podcast in the Bahamas.
Get on a podcast with these guys.
For those watching, it didn't hear it from me.
does anybody want to say the oath?
Woman needs a good leader. Isn't that right, Sister Kalma?
You trying to get with my mom or what?
I can't say anything about that.
Juicing. Did we do juicing yet?
I say this country should have at least 500 Sabazes.
Remember The Secret? You been talking about The Secret?
BPL, I'm so tired.
What if you see yourself with her in the future? Like,
No,
what if
you can't. I don't see a future, man.
Sing your flag, hey! Sing your flag, hey! Sing your flag, hey!
My DNA is what? Bahamian.
Ladies and gentlemen, brought to you by the saltiest group in Nassau, the Valley!
I am leader of the woman now. I took the woman from down.
Y'all just look at this. Y'all won't behave.
Now we're back. So going into year two, that was interesting because from year one, but we had, Roddy Mongo, we had my good friend Ramon Ramsey, we had Kevin Strachan, we had Selena, we had Juliet Butler on, we had my boy Dwayne, we had Mel, Melissa, and Marcia on. We had a bunch of people on. But the season 2, year 2, that's when we was going on my PGOs, Wednesday, Tuesday studios. And that's when Jamarco came on stream. And boy, oh boy, that year 2 era. Because the thing that marked year 2 was the pandemic, because the pandemic had just happened. And we were trying to figure out how we was going to do the show while, being on lockdown. But even on lockdown and social distancing, we was part in the whole pandemic. Only randomly when we couldn't interact and all this was bored, we just hop on Zoom and then we'd do it like that. And there's some instances we did it like that. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. My goodness. Pandemic times was fun. And then, Marco was helping us get a lot of beautiful women. So that was the era when I almost felt like we was back in college. We was getting lit, and partying away. But before I get down to that, let's take a look back. Obviously, we got to show you some highlights from year 2.
This was legendary. This can't be taught.
But you chopped,
Your solution for this year is for you to start.
No, that was.
But that's cisgender at the same time.
Oh, put that greased bacon on your skin, let it sizzle.
Now you know I can't get into that.
What we have in the Bahamas is a Machiavellian dream.
Every revolution was started by the young people.
The sky is the limit right now.
We have so much talent here.
Because who wait?
So we're going from entanglement to getting feel up.
The women I can't afford, I just made them my best friends, bro.
I told him he need to stop slapping up.
No, seriously.
Sweet queen, sweet.
We talking business. He talking about that grief.
You never ever in your life again call me a hoe.
Jade was here.
And we're back. Yeah, true, it was interesting. But year 3? I think year 3 started off with me sort of changing because, truth be told, from going from 2020 to 2021, there was a lot of changes happening. I was unemployed for a certain amount of time, and that was playing on my mental. I had built, I guess, a crew, but everybody started to, venture off a little bit. So I sort of got reserved and took a needed break just to woosah. But year 2 is when I sort of changed a little bit the dynamics. Because we was, not year 2, year 3. Because year 2, we was doing a lot. We even did like a dating show, which was really hype. But year 3 is when I really get into becoming, doing the interview. Getting down, I changed my whole different style, different format to where it was like more so instead of me giving opinions about different topics, I just was like, let me get to the down and gritty about these people, different stories. Well, let me not talk about it no more. Let me show you year 3. I keep on saying year 2, but let's see some highlights from year 3.
So welcome to Erryting Kool. This is Spider Bait.
If you ain't subscribed to Erryting Kool, do it.
This is their motto. There's 2 types of people in the world. Eat the cunt, don't be the cunt. I can see all the way up your leg, and you saying this ain't a thirst trap?
This plantain bring all the gals to yours. I know about yours.
So you better take 40K off that. Because I was like,
Yeah, final words, definitely don't get married.
wait, what are you doing? Like,
And just
even with the laughter over the violence. we clipping that, eh?
Digging in your bungie.
That gal last week.
Oh.
When you was
Spongling.
going out, you be like, "By going spongling."
Yeah.
All the skinny dudes would go look for fat girls.
Everybody fake? No. What's your answer?
I ain't never turn my back on Bahamians, boy.
You just gotta keep on pushing, like,
And there we have it. Thank you guys. Next time on Erryting Kool.
Year 3. It was a very transitional moment. 2021, I learned a lot. But what wasn't on the occasion was what was about to happen in 2022. Because in 2022, that's when Chosen Few Studios came on stream. And boy, did things turn around. We slowly started upgrading everything that we was doing. Got a switcher. That's how I can do this right now, even though that shot a little dark. But, it be what it be. We started getting this space. I started partnering, cultivating this space, and this space since then became my dojo. But also, that's when, because it was a point in time, I changed sort of how I did things from going from season 2 to season 3 is because it wasn't getting the impact that I wanted. I was following other people's metrics, but it wasn't being successful for me. The viewership wasn't as high and as pronounced, so I didn't see a need to continue to replicate it. But boy, oh boy, when we moved to Erryting Kool came to Chosen Few Studios, we started smashing them. We had Dasquit, we had Timmy, we had Wellington Funny, we had Kai Strong. We had Bahamian Trade was season 3. We had my boy Kanan Foya. We had James Donovan season 3. No, James Donovan season 4. But we had so much different people. Well, let's take a look back. Some highlights from year 4.
Real talk.
We done start? Yeah, we started. We just rolling. Yeah, we just rolling.
I know the girls going crazy right now.
You want to ask about the party and $100,000 fine. This is the platform to ask for it.
I went explicit with sex. I talked about relationship. Listen, and then
I said, as I was grooving, I was like, I just make the band do the thing.
No, I ain't you, bro. I can sub you to debt. And if you think it's you, it may be you.
You see what I'm saying? By Kevin Samuel standards, these girls are not single by choice.
Not to say every job I leave I'm happy.
Yeah.
But it's more so I leave for more money.
We better, bro.
Yeah.
We so better.
Any Bahamian that does music is Bahamian music.
You wanted to be the one to break the generational curse.
Bro, you have to be a killer regardless of whatever you do every day.
God has been good.
And we're back. Year 4 was amazing. 2022 going into 2023, great. And even 2023 was, amazing too. But before then, I really had started contemplating on if I should end Erryting Kool. Obviously, I wanted to get to 100 episodes. And the crazy thing is, even though I wanted to retire the show, like just stop, the people kept on growing, and the people still wanted to be guests. And I still just kept on having these crazy and amazing conversations. And it was almost like after putting in these years of hard work, I was finally hitting my stride. And, life had changed, and maybe I had lost some passion for doing Erryting Kool. And then also, from 2020, trying to figure out how to monetize this platform. And so, in continued fashion, we are year 5. Well, technically in the celebration cycle 5 or cycle 4, I can't remember. But basically the time between April 2023 and April 2024 was amazing. And through the course of cycle 3 and cycle 5, ever since we moved to Chosen Few Studios, I actually started another podcast called Tool for Cartoons, which sort of took some of my silly elements from Erryting Kool. I started to do it more so over there. So where this Erryting Kool just became a platform for those who want to document a story and for us to have high-level conversations. And knowing that at the end of the day, everything will be cool regardless. But let's take a quick look on that time period, cycle 5.
And when they zipped up that body bag and they rolled her out of the hospital, it was like I lost my faith that day.
We tried to shortcut our way out of our past, but we never healed to get prepared for the future.
I charge this much. If you can't pay this, then I can't do it for you. I'm sorry. I'm not giving you any discounts. You're not gonna be like, well, you can't do it for, no, I can't, because I got bills to pay too, just like you.
The mental strains and the mental stresses that do come upon us, like I urge anyone, especially men, if you feel as though you're feeling too overwhelmed, if you feel as though at times the anxiety is getting the best of you, have a conversation with someone. It doesn't have to be a therapist.
Wherever you are, whatever you do, once you're using the flag, or what you call the flag of the Bahamas, it never was the flag of the Bahamas. That is a flag belonged to Bishop James Alexander Darling.
A lot of people, especially people who are Bahamians, you guys do not take the time out to fully understand what it is to have a Bahamian passport. You are so fixated on, hey, yeah, you're Bahamian during independence, but if you only know the power that you possess as a Bahamian, and why you see a lot of foreigners actually come inside this country, you would definitely be, putting some more actions behind your nationality.
Like, ain't nobody can make it seem like body's not important. I feel like you could love your body, you could have whatever type of body, and that's great, because once you brand yourself or you want to brand yourself, you know what I mean? You do what you got to do.
That's the sphere of representation and influence, because if I can see it, I can believe it. I do what mother sick for me. I do Erryting Kool for the Bahamian people and other people that want to hear Bahamian stories. And then in Tool for Cartoons, it's just me.
That's for your niche. That's for your niche.
Yeah.
This word stress comes up so much more for our generation, I think. The awareness because of technology, the mirror. I love that you said that. I've never thought of it as a mirror, because everything on your phone is there because you put it there.
I will gut up dug up. I am still dragging her, so please don't pick up
Amen. I don't think the father, you think the goddess be listening to that?
Oh my Jesus.
God has the biggest rhythm, baby. You don't touch, you don't play with his children.
All right, we're back. So 5 years. 5 years of Erryting Kool. Question is, will episode 100 be the last episode? Unfortunately, but in a good way, it won't. Because I recorded an episode 101 not that long ago, and it's going to have a very interesting character. I can't wait for y'all to see that. But I just thank God that I found podcasting. It allowed me to find my voice. It allowed me to build confidence in speaking. It allowed me to do something that I always wanted to do and bolster my brand, speak to people without actually having to, well, obviously I go and socialize, but to have these deep and depth conversation and help me to really believe in myself and help me to understand that I am on a correct path to my God-given purpose. And I talk about that a lot on When Mother's Sick, another episode, another show that I'd love to do. But it's been an amazing run. I mean, even though I got 101, it's been an amazing 100 episodes. And even though I have not made any money, I spent a lot of money making those 100 episodes happen, and I've not made any money from them. I must say it was worth the ride. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed the journey. Like, you know, meeting so much amazing people and having so much amazing discussions, which will be etched in history, and it's still here. You go back on our YouTube channel right now and go from episode 1 to 100, and you can see not only my growth, but you can hear the growth and the stories and the passions of the people that I interview. You know, even I thinking about bringing some of them old people on, like, just to see what it was in 2019 or 2020 and then what they are now. Just to see the things that me and them are spoken into existence and how it has become material. And I remember I was talking to Julian Believe. We actually did 2 episodes on him. One was at his party and then another episode when he actually came here. But I remember I was telling him one time, I know how long he was knowing. He's like, what you talking about? You just getting started? The pod just getting apart? And in my mind, I'm like, getting started? I 3 years in and I ain't getting a show for it. But I'm at a point now where just career-wise over and abroad, I'm realizing 4 or 5 years is a short time. And many people, they don't even get to this point. But through patience and perseverance and passion, I got here. And I'm still going. Now, will the format of Erryting Kool remain the same? It's changed already. I used to drop 2 episodes a month. Now I drop an episode whenever I feel like. But I think it's still impactful. Obviously, due to my daily commitments, otherwise I can't record and drop frequently, nor I am inspired to do so. But this is a golden opportunity for corporate Bahamas and other corporations out there. I am a young creative in search for some funding. I build platforms, not only this, but you have the Homemade Heroes, you got the Jungle Trademark, you got the Original People Network. Chosen Few Productions is my production company, and we got something amazing. I've been quiet on there, but we have amazing things coming that way too. You know, I became
I guess, a notable cosplayer within the Bahamas, within the Caribbean region, and be posted by pages internationally. Just 2024, I was one of the, by punkblack.com or top 10 cosplayers of colors to watch out for. And when I see these internationals, and I've gotten podcast award like recognition too, but when I see these international platforms have my face plastered on them and have bios written about me, I'm overwhelmed by emotion. Because I never thought it could have been me. And then the next step is, thank God that I lived long enough to see this. Your times are hard and dark. And things are not how I intended them to do, but we made it. I thank y'all for y'all's support. These are 100 episodes to everybody, who shared a video, or I know some of y'all be sharing the clips now that they go viral because y'all don't like some of the takes I have, but I be doing that intentionally. But thank you here for your support. You ever press play on SoundCloud or Apple Music or Spotify. If you ever press play on YouTube, if you ever watched the clips, even if you shared it with your friend, I be getting reports that, students in school listening to the podcast and writing reports about it. I really never thought it could have been me, but when you put in that time and effort, it could be you 9 times until Sunday. This is not a testament of how I got the bag and how I got rich and quit my job because I followed my passion. But this is a testament to, if you believe in something and you work hard at it and you keep patient on it, with it, it's going to eventually pay off. Not for you to have monetary gain, but you're going to feel gratified and satisfied with yourself with what you did because you stayed true to something. You stuck it out and you persevered to make it happen. I think that's the encouraging part of all of this. Yeah, I feel like the money can come eventually. But I think I honed skills. I think I bared my soul out. I think those interviews I did may not mean nothing right now, but there's going to be a future where they're going to mean everything. And I'm glad I am a part of that piece of art. And I was able to curate it to give to the world. Because I just thought, I said this in a One Mother Sick podcast before, I have over 5,000 hours of recorded audio up on SoundCloud, up on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts. I think they shut Google now. Just a testament to, best bearing my soul, just trying to make the world a better place. Just trying to give a spotlight to the people that don't have a voice. So, with that, I was thinking about retiring Erryting Kool. And maybe one day we're going to do that. But as for right now, we can continue doing what we're going to do. I think we're going to change how it's delivered and packaged. And of course, I'm going to be a heavy pursuer of getting sponsorship. Because, it's just about that time. For that album, there's been over 100 episodes. It's just about that time. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. But, thank y'all again for joining us on this momentous occasion. 100 episodes in. And we got more. I pray y'all stick around until we get to 200. And hopefully it don't take me another 5 years to get there. I would love to just podcast for my life, but only 15% of podcasters could do this who actually get paid from this. But, you know, if you don't catch me here, you catch me on tour for cartoons or with Mother Sick. But how do we even end this? I even thought about, I don't even think I need to probably tell the story about how we even got the intro song. Because I think the intro song didn't come until like episode 12, 13, or 14, one of them. You know. Tourists come over and they go to the beach, but they don't come over the hill where we sleep. Our nightmares is there, find and see. That's a very deep intro made by Anton Porter, and I got a special thank you to Anton Porter. He ain't had to give me that track. That was like the soundtrack of what it was and means to be Bahamian in a very broad sense, where you basically gotta be a modern day slave in order to make it, or the hardships and things of being a creative or just a young professional in general in this country. But I'm glad I had the privilege to show the world what it is to be in the Bahamas, who are some of the central figures, and hopefully we get to tell more stories. But I just want to say thank you. Happy 5 years, Erryting Kool. Happy 100 episodes. It's 5 more years and 100 more episodes. So, my plea for the public, if you like to sponsor this show or any other show on our platform, feel free to email us at theoriginalpeoplenetwork@gmail.com. Slide in our DMs, Facebook, X, to X/Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We on TikTok too. TikTok started blowing up on all the platforms, all across the different pages. I mean, whatever other platforms we may be on. But I feel like we just getting started. Y'all ready to be on the ride with us? Share with a friend, subscribe, and thank you for being with us so far on this journey. I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
The tourists come over to chill on the beach, but they don't come over the hill where we sleep.